Hello everybody. In this video, I will be making a 2D level for my Little Godot game. I really wanted to do pen and ink because even though I am a programmer, I consider myself a little bit of an artist. And as an indie developer, one of the best ways to make yourself stand out is to bring your unique strengths into the field. Previously, I was doing pixel art, but there are just so dang many games out there that have pixel art in them. And so now I'm doing pen and ink, and it makes it really easy to make a level. So here I start with some rocks, have some shading to them, and a little building too, that the player will be able to enter. And I want to make it very obvious anywhere that is dark to the player, they're unable to enter. The pen that I'm using is a Japanese calligraphy pen from Daiso. If you haven't been to Daiso, I highly recommend it. It's this cheap Japanese convenience store, but you can find some of the most interesting things there. I found the bike bell, I found a chalk pen that you can retract and detract. Very interesting stuff. Definitely worth a visit. Please go. Adding a little bit of texture to the rooms here. Make it kind of like a mock-up floor. And then I'll be filling in the rocks. I don't want to spend too much effort on any one little thing because my goal is to make a rough draft of a level, and the structure of the level is way more important than, say, the beauty of it, at least right now. That can be improved later. But I will try to add a little bit of extra rocks, grass, and debris, make the walls pop up a little more, like so. I don't want to do a complete gray boxing. I think that would be a little bit of a shame. I know there's some developers, they say that really you should just gray box till you have a working prototype. But I have also heard it say that you can do art and do the coding side by side, and they sort of influence each other. And besides, as an indie game developer, what really sets you apart is the heart and the soul that you put into the game. And so waiting a long time to do the art or the music, at least getting a prototype of any of them, is really, in my opinion, going to hurt you later. Add another room. I added a couple of walls there to make it obvious, maybe obvious to the player that they're entering a dangerous situation. And my goal is to make light very important in the game. So the player won't be able to see the entire map at once, and instead, if there is, say, a sharp corner, they don't know what danger is lurking. And so for this particular room that I'm working on, I'm going to add a spinning slicer that, if the player is not paying attention, will very well maybe get them. A little bit more shading. I think I did a little better job on the shading of these rocks. And here's the path that the slicer will go on. I don't know what that is. Just cover that up. And there, 3 sheets. And one last one. I want to make my game a little bit of Metroidvania. Not completely so, because Metroidvanias are apparently a lot of work. But here is a chasm that the player won't be able to cross until they get the required tools in the future. Kind of give them something to, oh yeah, there's a chasm back there. Maybe I can cross it now. And that'll be that for this video. Thank you for watching. I'm going to scan these in to my computer and then add them into Godot.